evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California for a much-anticipated main event. Scheduled for 12 rounds of middleweight action between these two great warriors. Sergio Mora's ring walk, something special in the air. You can just sense it out of him. Ward's on his way to the ring right now, and you can see how excited he is for this one. Lots of confidence.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, his opponent in the blue corner. Please welcome the Latin Snake, Sergio Mora. His opponents in the blue corner, please welcome the Green Wall.
All right, gentlemen, one thing, protect yourself at all times. Okay, let's touch him up.
36 minutes still ahead of him here, round 1 of 12. How do you define consistency when you describe the fact that among... Oh boy, that's tough to take.
Up and down, side to side.
Sergio Mora is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Sergio Mora. Gets rid of that effort. And a sharp counter punch by Ward. Jab, uppercut, both upstairs. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Teddy, I know our fans out there love to see the fireworks, and I'm not saying you're not going to get them here, but stylistically and understanding the conditioning and the defense of these fighters, this is a fight that I think is going to end up going the distance, getting to the scorecards.
Yeah, and their mentality too, Joe. I mean, these guys go into fights, you know, bringing their lunch. They think that they're going to be there for the long haul, and usually they are.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Excellent counterpunch by Ward. This is great action right from the start. What an opening round between these two. A barrage of punches now. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. Sergio Mora with a counter punch. What does a fighter need to do to really build the foundation to a great career?
Well, first of all, they have to have the desire to have that great career. There has to be something in them. There has to be coal in that furnace to burn, and to burn later on. Maybe something happened to them in their life. Maybe through their parents, maybe through neighbors, maybe through coaches. Somebody told them they were never going to make it. And they go in their mind that they're going to find a way to make those people wrong.
So So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Sergio Mora with a counterpunch. More swelling will not be what his corner wants to see. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Able to cover up that gut. Devastating blow by Ward. Good job protecting himself. Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. Good block there by Ward. Ten seconds to go in this round. And a sharp counterpunch by Ward.
All right, you look great. Just don't get crazy in there. Box smart for me. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of the swell.
If you're standing straight up, move that body. You need to move that body more. The swelling is nothing. Just focus on the...
And round number 3 is underway. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Sergio Mora. Way to block there. Very clean offense from defense by Ward. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Gets rid of that body shot. Able to dismiss that body shot. Teddy's cut man is going to need to be all over this side. The swelling seems to be getting worse.
Well, it's kind of like being a gardener. You have to start getting in there before the weeds come up. You can't wait until the weeds are all over the place and then pull them up. You're going to destroy those beautiful rose bushes. Well, it's the same thing here. You got to get to this eye before the swelling's there. You got to put that end swell, that cold piece of metal, onto that place early on.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Sergio Mora. Well off the mark by Ward. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Now that's some fine work right there by Ward. Ward's favorite punch is the jab, and tonight he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, you know, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
You taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? It does depend on each guy.
No, if I have a fighter, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Keep your hands up, all right? You have to keep your hands up. Get the compress on, get the compress on this. Let's work on the swelling. Can we work on the swelling?
Here we go with the 4th round. Well-placed counterpunch by Ward. Teddy, I guess they wanted it. Look at this action going right out there, wasting no time.
No, these guys are impatient. They couldn't wait to get at each other.
Well-placed counterpunch by Ward. Ward's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Well off the mark by Ward. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Sergio Mora with a counterpunch. How is he able to do this? How is he able to take these shots?
You know, one time Muhammad Ali talked about taking a chin. He had one of the great chins of all time. And what he basically talked about was that when you start to get hit those shots, you start to go down a hallway. And then you go into a gray room. You go from a light room to a gray room. And at the end of the hallway, you see a dark room. You don't want to go to that dark room. And you have a choice. You put your feet down and you start backing up. I'm not going to that dark room. This guy is not being taken to that dark room.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Accurate counterpunch by Ward. now with his last 10 seconds. Ward's got to figure out now, Teddy, a way to properly defend himself with that swollen eye.
Yeah, he has to understand what side that he can't defend from, where the punches can come, and not give his opponent that side. Make sure that he moves to the certain kind of way in the ring where he keeps his opponent away from that bad eye, moves him towards the good eye, gives him the best shot.
Double the jab. All right. Look, he's timing you. Every time you come in, I want to see that double jab right, okay?
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Ward's chosen a path here where he will not stand toe-to-toe opposite his opponent. He's using some very good movement here against him.
Yeah, he is. He's using those feet. He's using those wheels real well. But the key here is where to use them. He has to make sure that he breaks it off to the side every once in a while, not straight back. Otherwise, he'll get timed.
I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
Nice block by Ward. Took a shot, now he gives a left. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Keep your hand up. Back to the money.
Ward's cheek is ripped open right there. You can see the cut. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. I don't know how they are keeping this up. They are setting such a scorching pace of action in this fight. A hook for you, and a hook right back. Final 10 seconds of this fifth round. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Your best defense is to throw more punches. You need to throw more punches. That will stand away.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. And that is some good job just striking his target twice in a row by Sergio Mora. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. That's a good block by Ward.
Body shot. Circle.
Good block there by the Dream. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Gets rid of that body shot. Ward's leaving himself wide open there. You just can't do that.
Well, you can do it, but you're going to get paid. You're going to eat some leather. You're going to get punched in the mouth. That's going to happen.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived. Good way to protect the midsection. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Ward. What a fight. What a great, great non-stop action fight this has been. One of those fights were at the halfway point. I wouldn't even venture a guess as to what the scorecard should look like. And I don't know that it even matters. All I know is this. Both guys have brought their A games. Both guys have come here to fight tonight.
What you know is that it's become a real war of wills. Two stubborn guys, and they're going to continue to argue right to the end.
Nice one. That was good. We have this. Okay. Relax. Relax. Doing great. Keep the pressure on him. Keep it on him. Don't need to get excited. Fine.
Teddy, what do you think here as we start this round? I mean, you watch what he did in that last round, and you got to think that he can get himself back into this fight.
Well, that's how he's got to be thinking it. That's kind of what he's made up of. He's not a front runner. You know, he's not a fast starter anyway. He's the kind of guy that his real strength is to be able to weigh you down, is to have a great resolve and to be able to chip away, chip away. He's chipping.
Ward's makes, oh, and there you go. Sergio Mora's been stunned. Ward's trying to get his man off of him. You see him shoving and pushing. Blocks the headshot. Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Ward. Comes right back with some offense of his own. Nice block by Ward. Very accurate work with the hook there after fine, fine defense. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Good counter by Ward. Wow, is he defensively sound. Good job staying away from the danger there. Very clean offense from defense by Ward. Sergio Mora is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch.
Beautiful. Nice movement there. Keep that up. Keep moving.
Throw punches, okay? Don't walk into him without throwing a punch. Where's your body work? Hit the body.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Sergio Mora's inability to connect is really concerning me right now. I don't think he's been able to get a thing done since he got tagged earlier in this fight.
So one thing that you got to worry about a little bit is whether or not the referee starts seeing that. That's one thing for you and me to see it. If the referee starts looking at him like, you know, he's not behaving right, he might start to move in there a little bit to stop this fight. He's got to get something going.
Sergio Mora's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. He just missed that shot up top. Good return fire that time. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Counter punch by Mora. Ward's proving to be elusive. Sergio Mora with a counter punch. Ward's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Sharp counter punch by Ward. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt. where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
You're getting caught up in fighting his ways. You're fighting his fight. Focus for me. Let's get on that swelling.
The 9th round of this good fight. Able to dismiss it. Able to cover up that gut. Sergio Mora is looking gassed to me at this point.
Well, it's very hot in that ring, first of all. Both these fighters have been sweating from the beginning. Very, very heavy. And I've been looking in the corner. They have not been having him drink water. I think he's getting a little dehydrated.
He just missed that shot up top. Ward's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Able to dismiss that body shot. Sergio Mora with a counter punch. Counter punch by Mora. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Keep boxing just like that. You're going to take this one.
And now they start round number 10. Good block by Mora. By Mora. Ward's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Good block by Mora. Very clever move there. Little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Ward. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Nice strike after catching one by Sergio Mora. Ward's in a real tough spot now. There's no doubt about it that the eye has worsened. That cut is really looking ugly right here. What does he have to think about right now? Is it time to just take the realization that, hey, this fight could end at any moment?
Yeah, well, there's two things to that. First of all, the cutman's done his job. He's put the coagulants in there. Now he has to give them time to work. He's got to be elusive. He can't get hit on it for a little while. But also, he has to find a way for offense to stem the tide, to keep the opponent from just walking right in.
Relax. Relax. Take deep breaths. You're doing fine. Good. Nice work. Listen, I want you to go downstairs, then upstairs, okay? Body then head. Let's go.
The start to the 11th round. Able to dismiss that body shot. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Oh, Sergio Mora is the first knockdown victim of the night in this fight. He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Teddy, what does he need to do right here? He has no balance. His legs aren't underneath him.
Well, you know he can't move because he's going to fall on his own or the referee's going to stop it. So believe it or not, he's either got to grab or he's got to stand on the rope, stay right in front of the guy and move his head to make a miss. He can't use his legs.
Well, that's the classic wet noodle foundation right there. He's on wobbly legs.
Yeah, and it's not al dente. It's really, really wet noodles.
He is staggered and stumbling. Teddy, he's wobbling all over the ring.
You know, Joe, he can't use his legs right now, so he wishes and it's too late for it because he wasn't taught. But he wishes he was a guy who was taught how to slip right in front of a guy and make the guy miss. Then at least he could do that. Right now, his only chance is to grab because the legs are not going to be there for him.
He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? Somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid this opponent like the Black Plague.
And the round comes to an end. We did have a knockdown in that round. Now, Teddy, if you're in the corner where your man was down on the floor, what are you telling him?
Well, the first thing that I do is I sit him down, I get water on the back of his neck. You know, I bring him to a sense, I make sure that he's clear and everything, and then I tell him why he got his backside put on that canvas so he can correct it, and he doesn't go out there and get caught again with the same punch.
He'll take care of the swelling. Just focus on the fight and he'll take care of the swelling.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
Good defensive skill. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Well, here we are in the stretch run of this fight, and Teddy, hey, you said it earlier. You said, you know what, Joe? It just feels like a fight that's going to go the distance. It seems like that's exactly where we're headed.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. I mean, both guys, pretty good defense, good technically. Nobody's a real big banger. And most importantly, nobody's really putting himself out in the middle of the highway. You know, they're not taking a lot of chances.
Blocks the headshot. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Well, which way did it go? That is the question everybody wants the answer to. The man with the answer is standing in the ring, and here he is. Ward's your winner Two judges overcoming the one who saw it a draw.
Just not much to separate these two all night long.
So a majority